Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. The 2026-27 budget confirms the federal government is spending over $14 billion on its program strengthening Australia's fuel resilience. My interest and question to the minister is how much of this is going to support gas security, and I'm interested in the minister's explanation on how this spend will allow for continued development of gas availability. I'm very pleased that the minister is in the chamber for my contribution. I have a high regard for the minister. I cannot say the same for her Victorian counterpart, the Energy Minister, who has done untold damage to jobs and economic security in the Latrobe Valley. And it is a point of interest for me in my contribution today because I'm proud to represent people that grow, make and manufacture things in my region that the rest of Australia relies on. In the Latrobe Valley, my friend and colleague, the member for Gippsland, has the once four, now three coal-fired power stations in his electorate, but I am very proud and privileged to do my best job up here on behalf of the many people that work in those power stations. We have, of course, Loy Yang A, Loy Yang B and Yallourn, and previously we've had Hazelwood. In the Latrobe Valley, we've got 500 years on current usage rates of brown coal resource. It's the largest single deposit of brown coal in the southern hemisphere, and I'm very keen for that resource not to be left stranded beneath the earth, but to continue for important projects, which I know the minister's championed, the Hydrogen Energy Supply Chain project, which is of strategic significance between Australia and Japan, and also goes to the heart of sovereign capability challenges around fertiliser and other byproducts that the Latrobe Valley can bring about. I'm most interested in our gas resource. Gas is a very important feedstock for businesses. It is also a very important fuel stock for businesses like food manufacturers who cannot electrify their processes for a variety of reasons. The Latrobe Valley's powered Victoria for generations, and those hard-working men and women in the valley have kept our lights on in Victoria, kept our industries running and our economy moving despite the best efforts of the Victorian Labor government. And I give my thanks to those men and women who have worked so hard over many decades. Victoria's electricity demand is not falling, it is in fact growing rapidly, and the rise of artificial intelligence, cloud computing, advanced manufacturing and data centres is driving unprecedented demand for reliable electricity. Data centres are critical infrastructure that support everything from banking, cybersecurity, telecommunications to healthcare, defence and government services. It is important that Australia keeps up and doesn't get left behind. They are also particularly energy hungry. There are a number of compelling national security reasons why Australia should be encouraging the construction of more data centres on our own soil. In an increasingly uncertain world, we cannot afford to become dependent on overseas jurisdictions for the storage, processing and security of our own data. Retaining Australian data within our borders strengthens our sovereignty, protects sensitive information and ensures critical digital infrastructure remains under Australian control. Data centres require one thing above all else, and that is reliable around-the-clock power. And that is why gas-fired generation has an essential role to play in Australia's energy mix. While renewable energy is one part of the system, the reality is that when the sun doesn't shine and the wind doesn't blow, you still need 24-hour dispatchable power. Gas provides that reliability. Gas-fired power can start quickly, respond to sudden changes in demand and provide the firming capacity required to support intermittent renewable generation. It is a perfect backup. The Latrobe Valley is uniquely positioned to deliver this future. Our region already possesses a highly skilled, highly trained workforce, transmission infrastructure, industrial capacity, energy expertise to support new gas generation projects. As coal-fired generation retires over the next couple of decades, and I'm desperately worried that in 2 years' time Victoria will be losing 22% of its baseload energy capacity with the closure of Yallourn, which the Victorian Energy Minister has not taken into account at all in terms of replacement capacity. That's why I believe working with the private sector for private sector investment, looking at a gas-fired peaking station in the Latrobe Valley will support energy security, energy reliability, jobs and industry.